Hi, welcome back. In this video we're going to look at the point-slope form of a line and then use that to build the equation for a line given some information about the line. So this form looks a little different than the standard form or the slope-intercept form that we looked at before in that it includes some other x and y values. First off, let's read it and then we'll see what that extra stuff means here. So we have y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So this is the equation of a line with the slope of m, so that's the same m that we had in the slope-intercept form, passing through a point x1, y1. So you can see here we've got this x1 and this y1. Now that's the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate of a point that we're given, just a point that's on the line, just any point. The x and the y, those are the x and the y pairs, right? Since all these equations of lines are linear equations of two variables, these are our two variables x and y. When we're using this point-slope formula, we're not going to be using this x and this y to build the equation. Those are just going to be there, and we will replace the x1 and the y1 with our point. Let's give it a try. So we want to find the equation of a line with a slope of negative 2/7 passing through negative 1, 3. So here's the slope, that's our m. And then over here we have our point negative 1, 3, so that's our x1 comma y1. And to build the equation of the line, we'll put it right here. So we have y minus y1, so 3, equals the slope, so negative 2/7 times x minus x1. So we have negative 1 here, so we have minus a negative 1. It's going to be plus 1. So x minus a negative 1 becomes x plus 1. All right, so this is the point-slope form with this point negative 1, 3, and that slope of negative 2/7. And now we could put this in any other form that we would like. If we want to, sometimes we want standard form, and so if we want that, I think what we should do is get rid of the fraction. So multiply by 7. So we have 7x minus 21 equals negative 2 times x plus 1. We can distribute this negative 2, so if 7x minus 21 equals negative 2x minus 2. I'm sorry, that's a y, so 7y. Clean that up just a little bit. All right, yeah, so 7y minus 21 equals negative 2x minus 2. We want to get the x's and the y's on one side and everything else on the other, so we'll add the 2x. We've got 2x plus 7y equals, and we add the 21, so we get equals 19. So this would be standard form. If we need that. If you want slope-intercept form, we could start up here and then distribute and then just add the 3 to get the mx plus b form. Okay, in either case, we've got the equation of the line now, just given a point and the slope. This is an incredibly handy formula, and you want to have this memorized for, well, the future tests that you'll see, and then, of course, future math classes that you take. All right. Here's a typical situation we might have. We're not given the slope in this case, we're just given 2 points that are on the line. So we've got the points negative 5, and 10, negative 11. All right, so to create the equation of the line here, we need the slope. Right? But we know how to find the slope given 2 points. Right? The slope is just the change in the y over the change in the x, difference in the y coordinates, so negative 11 minus a negative 5. Over 10 minus a negative 5. So we have negative 11 plus 5 is negative 6, and then 10 plus 5 is 15. Simplifies just a little bit, we get negative 2/3. So we found the slope passing through, or the slope of the line passing through those 2 points, negative 2/3. And now we can use this formula, and we just need a point. You could pick either point, doesn't matter. Let's take the first one. The result will be the same. We have y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. And now we'll plug in the information. So we have y minus negative 5, so y plus 5. Slope, negative 2/3 times x plus 5. And now from here we could put this in whatever form we need. Let's put it in slope-intercept form this time. So we have y plus 5 equals negative 2/3 x. We distribute here, we get negative 10/3. And then we subtract the 5. So we have y equals negative 2/3 x minus 10/3 minus 15/3. We turn that into thirds. So we get y equals negative 2/3 x minus 25/3. And that gives us a y-intercept in this form. So this is the slope-intercept form. Okay, whichever one you need, standard form or slope-intercept form, once you have this, you can multiply it out and get there. Okay, so we've got the slope-intercept form. Given the slope and a point, or as we've seen, just 2 points, we can then create the equation of a line, and we've done 2 examples of that. All right, so from here, we're going to look at ways of comparing lines. So we'll have lines that are parallel, lines that are perpendicular, and we'll be looking at slope and these slope-intercept forms and point-slope forms, and we'll be using those quite a bit. All right, so stay tuned for that.